Well, it's an ongoing story in the world of big-time college athletics, realignment. Schools moving from conference to conference in search of the right fit. Now in Georgia high school athletics, there's reclassification. Every 2 years, the GHSA places schools and classes by size to find the right fit. However, this time around, a change in the classes could change Southwest Georgia. Reclassification. The Georgia High School Association does it every 2 years, moving and shaking schools based on enrollment. So what's the big deal this time? The addition of another class.
We've never had 6. I started coaching, it was 4 classification, then we went to 5, so now we're at 6. So it's going to be a new experience for me also. Due
to continuous growth in the northern part of the state, where some regions reach 14 schools, changes had to be made to create a level playing field.
We are here, like I say, we have no growth, so what has worked for us in the past continue to work because there's been basically no growth factor when it comes to additional schools. And they have some issues there, and they're legit.
However, this new addition may not help Southwest Georgia. A 6th class spreads South Georgia schools into even thinner regions, possibly creating a divide between the haves and the have-nots.
I'm not going to say that they've been unfair to South Georgia, but I guess it's kind of like the House of Representatives. You know, there are more schools in the north than there obviously are in the south.
According to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution projections, the new Region 1 Quad A looks similar to AAA, but it's a fresh AAA where Columbus schools come into focus, while Lee County is projected to 5A, Tift and Colquitt the new 6A. GHSA spokesman Steve Figueroa says it's still too early in the process to predict how this reclassification will settle. However, one point of interest that has not come up in the past is the committee's ability to, quote, fudge some of the numbers for this 2-year period. Figueroa went on to use the example of Lee County. If the 4A Trojans were within a certain percentage of that 5A line, the team could be bumped up to make a more complete 5A Region 1.
There was a day, when we were in a region with Crisp County and with the 4 Albany schools and with Worth County, and I don't think we'll ever get back to those days. Sometimes I wish we were.
The road becomes longer and tougher for Lee County, but another concern is the Trojans' rivalries becoming more distant.
Our closest region rival is an hour and 20 minutes from us, being Thomas County Central. Bainbridge about an hour and 20 minutes. If we lost those two, now you're looking at 2 hours for your nearest rival.
Williams says a 4+ hour bus trip isn't ideal for competition or academics.
It does affect us with travel and getting out of school, having to miss school time. Our kids are student athletes.
That's our main priority, to make sure our student athlete stays academically eligible.
The almighty dollar is also at stake. Fewer fans of the games means fewer available dollars in the athletic budget. The main source of athletic funding stems from those fans in those seats.
What kind of fan base you're going to have when you go in there, and on the opposite end, what kind of fan base and support you're going to have when they come here. When you look at athletic budgets and what have you, with everything, attendance is down all over the country.
One thing is sure to stay constant in the world of high school athletics. Life in Region 1 will stay as difficult as ever.
We're in one single A to one 5A or one 6A. The competition level is going to be the same across the board on a lot of your sports. So that won't matter. I mean, you got to play.